Hey guys, what is up? I've probably done 100 playbacks of this day already, but I really like this day. And I think there's a lot to learn from it, even though a lot of it is, some of it's remembered, but like this last trade here, I didn't remember what happened, but we used a specific strategy here. And now, when we traded this day, we didn't have the 31 scalp, nonetheless, not to mention the 23 scalp or whatever it was. But now we have the 31 scalp and 31 tick scalp. And now this is such a beautiful day to trade because there's a lot to learn here. Here you have the swing high, first entry, second entry. Overall trend is just simply up. A couple of things you have to ask yourself. I'm going to try and start writing these things down into like this, what we got here. So it's just exactly the strategy guide. This is stuff to guide us through this entire process and everything. So one, decide if it's a range day or a trending day. Decide what the overall trend is. If it's a spike, talking about the trade, does it have FOMO? And then I haven't finished it, but just off of those three things alone really helped us a lot. And the things that don't align up with that, like let's say if we had everything or all those three things were lined up correctly and we took a trade and we knew exactly with those three things and he's entered each one correctly or whatever the case may be, and it still fails, that means that is part of the technically 15%, or we're missing something that's super obvious. But nonetheless, overall trend is working up here. There's no level of resistance. You have this small level of resistance, but it's only been tested like once, twice. Yeah, it's not a strong one. It's been on a strong uptrend this whole time. So you're gonna go for a swing high first entry, non-obvious sell, get in there, buy the scalp, and beautiful trade. Then you go for a buy here. Now this one's also nice, interesting. You have these staircase highs. At first, I was super hesitant to call these staircase highs, just because we didn't push down far enough for it to be like, see how there's that spike and then you have these staircase lows, which is not staircase lows, by the way, just for as an example. With that spike, I thought you would have to have a bigger move, but no, that's not the case. You have these staircase highs and you get a good strong move there. And that's which move is that? That's this guy right here. No, here, right here. No, right here, right here. Yeah, this big old move right here. As you can see, they had that 1, 2, 3 lining up there. 1, 2, 3. It's also could be. There's 3 highs there basically, and so that's staircase highs, and that's FOMO. 1 tick entry, beautiful trade. Now you get this setup here: swing high first entry, second entry, and we go for the buy here, because of the spike here that we have here, and it just becomes FOMO. You get the spike out of this level of resistance. This resistance level has been tested once, twice, 3, 4, and you could count this even as 5 since the bar closed there and then that bar bounced off there. So you can see that, and then you get the 2-legged move, and buying there I think is the best thing to do, and you get that beautiful trade. Then you got to swing off first entry, second entry. We didn't take this one. Oh yeah, because we know exactly how this one was gonna play out. By memory, because you have this test here 1. Yeah, so it's not FOMO in this one because it's only been 1, 2, 3 tests. As you can see here, it's just a 2-legged pullback and then a test on this high. These highs aren't really tested. This one is much more tested. As you can see, even struggled a little bit more. It bounced again on that third one, and then kind of bounced again. A little tiny bit bounced here. It's just not as strong as in this case. So you're gonna go for the sell there, and we didn't take it just because I knew that's what's gonna happen, and I don't want to just give myself a trade there. Then here we get this I think swing high first entry, pushes down, non-obvious entry, sell right here. We are in this trade for a while, but then we eventually get the scalp. So this is the one I really like. So the reason why we go for a sell here, because the overall trend is still up even after that strong push down. Look at that massive push down. That's a strong push down. You can say, oh, it's overall downtrend, but it's not an overall downtrend because you have that high and it's only been tested twice. It's kind of like a finicky high. It's not a strong level of resistance to say, oh, If there was another leg, now I think it's an overall downtrend because there's two strong legs, but at this point, it's just one strong leg and nothing to really back it up besides these two tests, and maybe not even then because this one pushes higher there. So it's the fact that it pushes higher there and it's not the best highs. It doesn't have the best support to declare it as an overall downtrend. So we're going to treat it as an overall uptrend still, especially since you have these strong spikes in there. So yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say. And yeah. Peace out.